I go to Lusaka, then I was told you are going to be heading our Department of Culture. Okay. What do I know? I've had the experience at Festa. At the same time, I was put on Radio Freedom. We were interviewing people, President Tambo, members of the NEC, depending on where they had been in the world, to come and tell the people of South Africa. It was a report back opportunity for the leadership to the people of South Africa.
Democracy is something that must always be protected, be defended, be safeguarded. And always we have to ensure that democracy ultimately means changing the lives of people in a way that they understand and can see. That where there was no running water, democracy brings water. Where there was no electricity, there is electricity. Where there was no housing or there were shacks, there is alternate accommodation. Democracy must be translated, otherwise it becomes sour. And the cynics use that situation in order to turn the clock back, the clock of history.
Get into the hearts of the people. Get them emotionally linked to what your own emotions, where your own emotions are. And that's where culture comes in too, a lot.
Now, what is before the government is to make sure that the reconstruction and development program that has been adopted as a program to rebuild South Africa, much as the Marshall Plan was there for Germany, we also needed our own plan, and it's the reconstruction and development program.
That it's important because even if they don't speak your language, you put the things, let me put it this way. Someone said, I don't like listening to a 3-hour speech. If you can give me a poem that summarizes it, it's so easy. It gets into you. You react immediately. You know what you should be doing.
The mandate of the people is a sacred gift, and that a government in power has to respect that mandate, respect the voice of the constituencies. And that, I think, is the most important thing about the government of national unity. You know that on the 1st of November, the elections were held in South Africa. And again, the party that you supported, when it was not popular to support liberation movements, the ANC won overwhelmingly.
There is no way that you want to represent a country that has its history like ours and not be political. What politics are you bringing in and are you taking to the world? The politics and the politics of the leadership. What are their interests? I mean, we went out there with one thing in mind, the liberation of our country. When we went there as ambassadors, we had one thing in mind. How do we assist our country to move away from apartheid?
We know that the world has supported us to overcome apartheid, but we were not just supported to get rid of an evil system. We're supported in order to put in its place a democratic system that answers to the needs of the people.
What is meant by quality of leadership? It's a leadership that is selfless. Selfless leadership. It's a question of integrity. How much can we vouch for the people we send out?
Together, we can make democracy in South Africa, because you know better than anybody else that after the Second World War, you had to rise from the ashes, and democracy means working and making and building it every day.
Integrity has to do with ethics. Ethics goes far beyond the Judeo-Christian beliefs. It goes deep into what we are as Africans.